Hi friends, Mila here, and as I promised, here tonight I'm going to share with you one of my most treasured secrets about energy. And it's something that just got confirmed recently, like literally within a couple of days, last couple of days. So it's really hot tip, and I hope you can use it. I hope you can benefit from it. And if you're watching live, please say hello and give me some love, because I'm new to this live videos and I could use all the love I can get. So anyway, you probably know some people in your life. Hi Sandra and hi Norm, good to see you. Thank you. You probably have some people in your life that you think are really good for you, but you're not quite sure. Sometimes you think they are good for you, and sometimes you're not sure how you feel about it. So this is a tip that I discovered actually a long time ago. It just came to me, but recently, like I said, just a couple of days ago, I just had such a profound confirmation to that. So this is how it goes. If you're doing something very intense, for example, you're working out, let's say like I am a runner, so I go running almost every morning, and I remember running a couple of miles, and I would go and I would really push myself, and then it get really hard, like say after 3 miles or so, I would feel, okay, I really have to push myself. So imagine you're running and you're pushing, and you know that you're already running kind of like on reserve energy. You have to push yourself. And at that moment, a thought or a person comes to your mind. And all of a sudden you feel like, oh my gosh, I want to turn around. I feel like I've had enough. 3 miles is enough. I need to turn around. I need to go back. Sometimes I would think of someone like this and I would think, interesting, why do I feel that I want to turn around? Oh, I just thought about this person just now. And then I would consciously change my thought to something else. For example, project that I'm working on, something that I know gives me a lot of power. And all of a sudden I feel this influx of energy, and I'm pushing me forward and I'm running. But then when I think about the person again, I feel like, oh my God, I almost, sometimes, it depends on people, sometimes I'm stumbling. So now, don't jump to quick conclusions, okay? Don't judge people so quickly. I will give you 2 more variations, so be careful. Don't just judge people so quickly, okay? So before we go there, if you have some people like this in your mind that you're not quite sure, take a note of it, just take a note of it and just think about what's happening. So a couple of days ago, I was here, and the reason I'm late with my live video, because I was in my yoga class and I didn't make it to my yoga class, so I went to one later, so I'm kind of late with the video as well. So I was in my yoga class, right? And it's very challenging. It's a core power yoga, and they really push you, and they hit the room to like 105, 108 degrees, and they push you really hard in a C2 level. And so we were standing on this figure 4 on one foot, on one leg for a long time, and also holding our balance, right? And like looking really straight, and I was looking straight into the mirror, into myself, and I was holding the position, and I was like, oh my God, I can't stand it anymore, it's already pushing myself. And then, because you're standing there, I decided to occupy my mind with something instead of being present. So I thought of a person, right? I thought of a person, someone in my life, and all of a sudden I feel like I start to wobble. I lost my balance. It's like almost I have to catch myself and try to bring myself back to balance. And I said, that's interesting. It rings familiar from the times when I'm used to running, and I would feel like when I think of someone that I feel suddenly to stop, or I would stumble. So I immediately refocused myself on my current project. Some of you know that I'm developing an e-course, and I'm very excited about it. And it's an e-course specifically on how to build up and develop and maintain your energy throughout the day, especially if you're in business, especially if you're an entrepreneur. It's very challenging to maintain your spirit and your energy. So I'm focusing on it. So as soon as I thought about my project, my balance immediately, like I was standing on that leg forever. And suddenly my balance brought me right back, like dead on. I'm looking at myself and I'm unmovable, right? And then I thought, interesting. And so on purpose, I thought about that person again. And I wobbled again. And I lost my balance again. And I started really noticing that, okay, maybe there is something to this insight more than I should keep to myself. Maybe I should really share it because it's something very real. And I would love you to test it and tell me if it works for you as well. So I refocused back on my project. I regained my balance immediately, right? So, but before we judge again that this is not a good person for me, or maybe they're not wishing me well, this is what I would like you to do. First, give people a benefit of the doubt, right? So if it happens on a regular basis and you notice that with the same person in your life, it repeatedly happens and you test it and it's the same result, let's say last month, this month, next 2 weeks, it's consistent, it's the pattern. That's one thing you're looking for. So that is definitely a red flag right there. And the second thing to watch is it really them who are holding maybe not very positive, not very well-wishing thoughts about you? Or maybe it's how I give power to this person. Maybe the way I view our association, our relationship, is a way that causing me to lose my balance or to lose my energy. Do you see how it is not straightforward? It's a very good way to kind of give you an idea. It gives you an insight, but then check it to see if it's consistent, and also look to see if it's really them, or look inside and see maybe that is you. So this is just kind of like one of those insights that I had, and I would love to hear what you think about it and if it rings true to you. And if you test it, let me know how it works for you. And also, because I do have this webinar coming up, it's a free webinar, and you can see some of my posts on my timeline that I will be putting at next Saturday on June 30th at 11 a.m. Pacific time, 2 a.m. Eastern time, and 6 p.m. Universal time, meaning UTC time. If you are in London, for example, then it will be UTC +1, something like that. So anyway, I have a free gift for you in addition to that webinar, and that is, I will list in the description of this video or in a comment a link where you can download my free energy analyzer, where you can see there's like a checklist of everything that you can list: people, places, thoughts, emotions, habits that cause you to either gain energy or lose energy. It's a great analyzer. And if you sign up with for my webinar for next Saturday, make sure you fill out that analyzer before the webinar, because it will be like a real life training, and I want you to get the most out of it, the most benefit. So anyway, I hope this tip was helpful. To me, it was like an epiphany. And I saw when I was standing on that one foot and my glute was killing me, and they wouldn't change the leg. They would just keep changing the pose and keep changing the balance, but I was standing on that leg forever. And only the thought in my mind was either knocking me off balance or bringing me back to my balance. So that's just was very profound, and I wanted to share with you. So thank you so much for watching, and I'm sending you love as well. Thank you, Carlos. I appreciate it. And I don't think, yeah, I can. Glenn, thank you very much for watching as well. And I will talk to you guys soon. Keep rocking it. Yeah, I will see you soon. Take care.